Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome to another edition of Minecraft Direwolf20. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. One of the things I want to do right off the bat is I want to upgrade these guys right here. So these this sag mill and the alloy smelter can take a capacitor upgrade. So let me just show that to you. There we go here. Whoops. So you can make a capacitor upgrade, and well, there you go. You can make the double layer capacitor or the octactic, and that requires vibrant alloy. I don't think we can make this yet. I don't think. Let's check. No, we don't have enough energy pearls. But the energetic alloy, all it takes is a little bit of redstone, a little bit of gold, a little bit of glowstone. So because we went to the Nether, we have a little bit of glowstone somewhere in here. Oh, there's a little bit of glowstone actually. So we have a little bit of glowstone, so let's grab some of that, and let's grab some redstone, and let's grab some gold. So we're gonna need at least 2 of these double layer capacitors. So we're gonna need 4. So let's go ahead and change this guy. Oops, change this guy into alloy mode. So we put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put 4 of those guys and 4 of those guys. And what that should do is it should start smelting it into what we need, which is the energetic alloys. We're also going to need some basic capacitors as well. So let's go ahead and grab some coal dust, grab some gold nuggets, and I think it was copper you needed as well. So let's go ahead and make some of those. So you're going to need a couple more of those. So let's go ahead and make, actually before I make any more, I think I have some. So there's 4. Yeah, so we don't need any more actually. Never mind. Alright, so we'll just wait on that energetic alloy to finish up. So we got 2 done already. In the meantime, I was kind of thinking about this system I have set up right here and how annoying it is at the moment. And I was kind of thinking, hey, we should probably make some sort of sorting system. So I was thinking of going down this route. So Steve's factory manager can basically let you do anything. So that's what I was thinking about going. It doesn't take that much to get started. It takes a little bit of iron, a little bit of stone, and a piston. So what we should do is grab a little bit of wood, which we should have somewhere here. I thought we had some wood. Alright, we'll grab that. Maybe it's in this one right here. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we'll grab a little bit of wood. What else do we need? We need a redstone block. Like so. We need a little bit of iron. Let's go ahead and grab that. And let's make a few of these machine. Well, we don't need a few of these. We'll need 1 of these, and we need some stone. I believe I have some stone in here. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this guy right here, which is this, and I need some cobblestone, of course. The one thing I don't carry around all the time, apparently. All right, and piston, and there we go. And then to make this guy, we should have everything now. So basically what this is this is like the control center, like the brain of every operation you do with Steve's factory manager. It's a really cool little tool. You can do lots of neat little things. One of the nice little things, it's kind of like, it's like visual programming is how I would describe it. So at its core, you can do something like you have an input and you have an output. And basically these are like, you could set inputs to certain things and outputs to certain things. And you need a trigger as well. So this is like the most basic setup right here. So if I want to just demonstrate this, so let's make a couple chests here, and I'll just show you. 1, 2, and I think you can do it like this, can't you? Yes, perfect. So just to show you how this kind of works, I'll give you a quick little demonstration. So at its core, this is what it does. Right now it's set to interval, so basically it'll check the 2 containers every second. You can obviously adjust it so it's redstone controlled or a block updater. For now we just want to leave it the way it is. So the input, so this is where you choose which one you want the input to be. So let's say I want to move it from left to right. So I want to move from my wood chest, and then you just specify which direction, in this case down. It really doesn't matter unless you're using a machine. And right now I'm just going to set it so it doesn't matter what I move. So let's connect these. So my output, so if you make a mistake, like there's no inventory selected or no direction, so we want to move it to this guy, and we want to move it down as well. So that is at its core. So now basically it's going to do is move it from here to here. That's it. So if I put something in here, it should move it into there. So that is at its core. And that is a very simple way of doing it. And you can get much more finite. So let's say I want to put a specific item, I can do that. Or let's say I want to put a plank, and let's say, oops, not a plant, a plank. And you can specify how much. You can do stuff like match everything, mod detection, or dictionary support, basically anything you like. Really cool little system, basically. Allows you to do pretty much everything. There's not much you can't do with Steve's Factory Manager. It can even handle liquids as well. So in this case, we don't want to. We don't need any liquids handled at the moment. What we do want to do is kind of create some sort of sorting system. So this room might be a bit cramped at the time right now. So what we might do is let's create. I think we should create another room for like the storage room, because right now this is becoming the de facto storage room, which is not cool. I think what we'll do maybe is could build another building over here and just make that a storage room, or we could build a basement and go that route. Either way could really work. What way would be the best? Let's go with another building route. So let's grab some cobblestone here, and that should be enough cobblestone, and let's grab our chisel, and I'll just you already seen me do this a couple times already, so I'm not going to show you once again. I'll build the building and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, and we're back. So I made this little building right here. This will function as our storage building, I suppose is what we'll call it. And now our alloys are finished. Actually, that's bronze. So we got our 4 energetic capacitors. So let's go ahead and actually we need to make some of these first while we're here. Let's make some of these. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make 4 of those. And basically these cables allow us to connect everything. We should have everything now. Oh, I know what we're missing. Regular glass. Oh, that sucks. You can't convert it back. Huh. Not with that one, at least. Alright. Here we go. So basically these cables, when you have your factory manager down, you can connect, you can connect your cables to it, and basically it'll allow you to connect to your chest. So see how that's connected now? So if I go over here and create an input, I'll be able to see that chest. So that's how that works. So that's why you need it, basically, so you can, whoops, just wrecked my house there. So that's why you need it in order to connect to them. Alright, so let's go ahead and make these capacitors. I think it was 1, 2, 1, 2. I think we needed this in the middle, and was it like this? No? Something like this? Nope. Apparently I can't remember what it was. Let me see. Capacitor? Oh, I was close. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy done. So we need some pulverized coal or coal dust. Coal powder, I suppose, will work. We need our energetic alloys, which are right here, and then we need our basic capacitors, which are right there, and we got 2 of those. Perfect. So this basically, what they do is right now, if I put this in there, it increases the energy storage and speed of machines, but it also uses some more energy as well. Also, flint will act as it gives you a bit of a bonus. So if you have some flint laying around, you can just throw it in there and get a bit of a bonus. You can also use dark steel balls, I think it is. So now it increases the amount of RF it can hold, and it increases the amounts, increases the RF and how fast they actually process. So let's just do a quick little demonstration. So let's say I want to make half a stack. And as you can see, it's a bit faster now, and it uses a bit of durability of this flint. Just to give you an idea. That's how that works with the double layer capacitor. And the cool thing is you can pick those up now and they'll stay inside. Alright, so let's think about this setup in this room here. So I think what I'm going to do is I have a bit of iron. So let's go ahead and make a few iron chests. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this done. So I don't know, 8 would be a good number, I suppose. Alright, so let's make 4 chests, and then we'll make these into iron chests there. That should be a good starting spot. Alright, so the way this works basically is I can place these iron chests wherever I want in this room. So if I can put them right here, and here, and here, here, here. And then if I have my inventory cable inventory cable hooked up to it, I can have it so it basically will connect to all of these like this, for example. And I should be able to, no, I can't open them. I could do that way. It's not very efficient, as you just discovered. But you can have them underneath as well. That's another option. So let's go ahead and put them underneath for now. And that'll give us access to all of that. So there we go. So now let's do this. And they break really easy apparently with a fancy pickaxe. Alright, there and there. Okay, so what we can do now is put our factory manager right here. And now these are all connected together. So if I go to input, I can basically choose any one of these inventories basically. So what I'm gonna do is let's make a few signs just to label it for ourselves here. Now if memory serves, it is some sticks. You can tell how often I make signs. That should be more than enough. And like this, perfect. Alright, so what we'll do is we will put, I don't know, this one as ingots, and we'll make this one, I don't know, building materials, I don't know, something like that. There. Basically, that's the idea. So what I can do now is I can adjust which one's which. And so what I can do is whenever I put, let's say I make one of these, let's say I make, where's my dolly? If I make, there it is, one of these guys, my inputs, let's say I make the gold chest, so that's going to be the obvious input one. So what I could do is I could add more cable. I could actually do it this way. I don't know why you'd have it at the end there, but let's just say that's the way we're going to do it for now. So I can make that my input. So what I would do is everything, I put everything in this gold chest right here. So, and there's no whitelist or no blacklist. What I can do now is if I create an output, and I can choose which chest I want to put it into. So let's say I want to take, are there any ingots in here? Let's say I want to take all of my quarried stone. Let's just say it's quarried stone. So I want to take my quarried stone. I want to make a whitelist, so only quarried stone will actually work. And it'll only go into a specific inventory, and let's just say it's this one. So the one thing that's kind of annoying about this is you kind of have to know the location sometimes. So that's 1021. Alright, so let's say it was 1021, so it is this guy right here. And so now only quarried stone should go in there. I need to set the direction so it works like that. And I also need to have a trigger. So this is the input chest, good. We need to make sure we have a direction selected, good. And you need to make a trigger. So that just tells us when we're going to do this, which is in this case 1 second interval. So if I do this, now what should happen is all my quarried stone should go into the building stuff one. See how that? And the really cool thing about Steve's Factory Manager is the fact that how fast it moves things. There's no like delay, it's just like bang, it's moved, it's done. And what you can do now is I can set it up so I probably won't leave this chest here because that's kind of an inconvenient spot. But what I'll do is I'll move it to a more opportune place. So maybe I'll put it right here, and then I'll just walk in, drop some stuff in there, and then it will go wherever it needs to go, basically. And you can actually make this cable camouflaged as well if you use some of the camouflaged cable camouflage, and you can use it. I don't have any wool, so I can't make any of that yet, but eventually we could probably make it. Although the problem is you rip it up, you have to reset it, you have to redo everything again. which is a bit annoying. So anyways, that's the system we're going to be using for our sorting system. So what I think we might do actually is, how can we make this work? Because what you can actually do is, because I have this factory manager right here, I can actually make it so it will take any ores I put in there as well and put them into the sag mill and to the alloy smelter. Because I've put this in not a very good spot, what I think I'll do is I'll leave these guys right here as like a manual one. So I'll do it, I'll set it up like this and disable both sides. So that basically means that it won't pull or push anywhere. Well, I'll probably pull from up there. And I'll make them as manual. What I'll do is I'll make another sag mill and another alloy smelter, and I'll put them below over here, so that when I drop stuff in my chest, which is the gold chest for the time being, it will automatically get put into our sag mill and automatically get put into our alloy smelter depending on the scenario. Alright, so how are we going to do this? So you can set this up, you can set this up whichever way you want to. So what I can actually do is I can create a group, a command group, and I can call this, let's just say it's building stuff. So now what I can do is, if I click on this and drag with the shift button, now all the building stuff is in there. So now all of the triggers, all of the things related to that are all in that one little spot. And now if I want to go back, that's the building stuff. So that's one way of keeping things really easily organized. So I know that's this chest right here. So then everything, I can just add things to that really easily. So I can just go into building stuff now. I can go into content, and I can adjust the output now to whatever I want it to be. Alternatively, you could do it a different way. You could create a variable as well. So if I wanted to create a specific type of variable, I could say only use inventories, and then it would specify which inventories, but we don't really need to do that. Not in this scenario. Not at the moment, at least. So let me create a little bit of Steve's carts. It's made by the same guy, but Steve's factory manager sorting system, because it'll be a lot of fiddling with the triggers and whatnot, and I'll come back when I've got something put together. All right, see you in a sec. All right, I was just about to start clearing out this room down here. That's how I have it set up at the moment. Haven't done much with the Steve's inventory manager, but I realized I was going to start clearing out a room just below this, and then I thought of something that I thought I would show you guys, which is really cool. Where are we looking for? We are looking for an apple. And you might be asking, Ian, why are you looking for an apple? Well, let me show you what you can make with an apple. You can make what's known as a dev null. So that's what it looks like. And basically what this does is it has a stack of something. So it could be a stack of cobblestone or a stack of dirt, and anything over a full stack will basically be deleted. So how do you set this up? After you have it, this is what it looks like in your hand. And all you need to do is put the item in there. So now it's going to be dirt. And you can hover over it to place your dirt. And that's how that works. Really cool. So let me show you. So what will happen is, if I just go down here again, and I take out some more grass here, as you can see, it fills up our dev null. And there we go. That fills up our dev null, which allows us to just get rid of any excess, because we don't really need a whole lot. So this allows us to do it very easily in a very efficient manner as well, which is really nice. So see that? Now I have 64, and if I go ahead and break some more dirt, I still have 64. That's one of the really, really nice things about the dev null. It's just from open blocks. It's not like a cheating. It's not like an item I cheated or anything like that. It's actually just part of the actual mod itself, which I thought was really, really cool. I actually learned about that from Sir Wild, I think is his name on Twitch. I was watching when he was testing out the Direwolf20 pack in beta, and I was just seeing what he was doing with it, and it was really cool. So I thought it was just like something that he was using for testing, but it was actually something that's legitimately in the game itself, which I thought was really neat. Let's do that, that, and that. I thought it was something that was like legitimately, I thought it was like some sort of thing they were using to test, but it's actually legitimately in the game, which I thought was really neat. And you can do the same thing for a cobblestone one as well, which is really neat. This room should be big enough for what I'm going to use it for. So I have a sag mill ready, and I have a alloy smelter ready. So I'm going to put, I could actually, it doesn't have to be this far down. Could be, could be somewhere else. We'll see. But for now, I'll do this, and I'll set it up so the input is from the top. I don't know if it actually makes a difference if I set this up this way, because the way I'm going to be doing it. Alright, so let's do that, and I also need to hook them up to some power, and we'll do that just below them here. What that means is I'm going to have a separate power system, which I'm not too worried about, but it will allow us to have two separate systems, so when we're processing stuff, we won't have to worry about it. It'll just be processing away down here. So I'll also need to hook this up with some inventory cable, like so, and then I'll do it that way. So now they're both connected. And what I think I'll do is I'll put a little bit, I'll put a couple steam dynamos down here and have them run off of that. This should be a good room. I might spruce it up a little bit at some point. We'll see. We'll see. So now, let me just change it here. Of course, that's from the morph mod. I was able just to do that. And the cool thing about it is now I can fly. There we go. It's like creative flying, as you can see, which is really nice. Also, this is like a 1x1, so it's really nice for doing some stuff. You get some particle effects. It's not too bad, though. All right, so this will be the input chest. So this is where everything will come in. So if we go and set it up so we have an input chest, like so, and this is where all things will be inputted. And then what I could do is I could set it up so that I have a flow control, so I have more than one area that you can go to, like so. So this is the input. So I can have it set to multiple outputs from this. And I'm not sure, but I think you can do this and set it up so you have a flow to a flow. So you can have, I think you can do this. Let's just see. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, so what we're going to do is have it set so everything gets inputted into here, and then we'll select where it needs to go in here. And then because they're already iron chests, we can upgrade them as we need. So let's create a few different outputs. Actually, you know what we will do first? Let's just do this, and we'll create a command group, and we will call this. Let's call this sorting, and do it that way. And then what we'll do is if you bring down the content, and if I hold shift and drag it over there, so now everything is within the sorter. So now I can just adjust it as I need within here, and it'll keep everything nicely organized. So this is all the commands in relation to sorting, which is pretty cool. So let's get this set up a little bit. So the input, of course, was going to be this. We need to set up a side. Doesn't really matter. We'll do it like that. Now, what we need to do is decide how to set this up. So we need to have the diamond one is going to be all of our ingots. We'll set that up as down again. And we'll only whitelist ingots. So if we do that, and I believe if we go, I think it's OR dictionary support. I think that will allow it to do any of the ORs, if memory serves. I think, let's just test that actually, because we can test that right now. So that says ingot there, and this says ingot 47. It may not. We'll see. All right. So if we put iron ingots in here, are they going to be taken out? Input, output. We need a trigger. That would help. Alright, so let's set up this trigger. So this goes to there. So that means that any of the ingots should go into here. So if I take my cyanide ingot, let's just see if that works the way I want it to. It may or may not yet. No, not yet. Alright, so I'll set it up a slightly different way. Where are we here? So you can set it up like this. That will bring any iron ingots, but for now, we can do iron. And we can set it up so, oops, this one is gold, this one is tin, this one is copper, this one is bronze, this one is refined iron, etc., basically. And so as you can see, there's lots of different variations. So I think now that I have some of the basic ones set up, so for example, oops, go back. So for iron, gold, there's no other options, but for tin, there is. So if I go to or dictionaries port, it should be able to put any tin ingot in there. Let's test that out. So if I grab, where's my tin? So if I grab my tin from here, wherever it is, there's aluminum. Oh my goodness, okay, really not. Oh, there's tin. So industrial. And is there any other tin that I have? No, not at the moment. So if I put my tin in here, it should take it out like it did and put it into here. Perfect. So that's how the system kind of works for the time being. I think what we'll do is we'll have to come back next episode and I'll show you how the system fully works once it's all said and done. I won't fiddle around showing you all the code, well, all of this stuff on screen, but I'll show it to you when it's all said and done. But I think for now, folks, we will wrap it up. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Minecraft Direwolf20. Catch you guys later.